Hey guys, LongHaul Larry, and I am back at the ADL shop. I actually was in New Jersey today, and this is going to be the first recording with my new camera setup and also using the Rode wireless mic Go 2. There we go. I think I got that right. I have it placed right here in my shirt collar, and it's just a little box. And it has like a little wind muff, looks like a little dead little mouse on top of it. I've tested it and it seems to be working really good. It's really good, clear audio. So I think this will work really good in the future and stuff. I don't think I really need it at this moment, you know, because I'm right here and stuff, but talking to the camera, but I think it will. We're just doing tests and doing videos with it. So I had to run over to New Jersey. I got working on my truck. You guys saw that video and everything. And I needed to, and then I got empty and it was Memorial Day. And by the way, I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. But the boss said, because of Memorial Day, I have no other loads for you, so just come on back. So I drove on back to the shop here, and I had not slept very much at all. And so I got empty at the US Foods and came on back, and I went to the yard, and I'm like, I told him I got to sleep for a while. So I shut it on down and slept. And I woke up and he had some jobs for me. He wanted me to move some trailers around. The new trailer he just bought, he needed to move out of the yard over there by the hotel, move to our new yard so he doesn't get charged for that parking. And so I went over and moved that over. And then some reason, another driver here, a guy that just quit, that is in the maroon truck. If you're interested in a job at ADL, you need to get on to the ADL suite. So link I'll put in the video description of this video. And Eric's old truck, the maroon truck, is actually up for grabs. That truck is going to, he's looking for a driver for that truck. So if you're a truck driver and you have, I think he wants at least 2 years driving experience, and you're not a steering wheel holder, apply. I know there is a gentleman down in Texas, I think it is, that is a subscriber of this channel, and he's been sending me emails and asking me questions about ADL and everything else. And I think he's going to contact the boss, but I haven't heard anything about it. So I don't know if he's hired yet or what. But if you're interested in a job, you could be driving that new Volvo. I actually drove that Volvo over to Ohio to recover another truck. And the driver that quit, I drove over with him, and then he continued on to load to Wisconsin and came back, and then that's when he quit. And it was all planned and stuff, and it was all fine. And he talked to the boss, and they worked it out. And he was actually quitting the day that he took me over to Ohio, that I drove over to Ohio. But then the boss was asking him if he could help him out and said he'd pay him extra for it and stuff. So he did all that and then he left. But that truck there is one of the newer trucks. If you guys followed Eric at all, you know when we got that truck. I mean, I don't even think that truck's a year old. And it's pretty close. I think it's maybe a year old. And that truck does not have any sensors on it. It does not have the falling too close sensors and all that stuff, and the lane departure. It doesn't have all those dumb sensors on it. So that's all cool. And that truck's turned up. It actually drives pretty nice, I got to say, guys. When I came back, I said to the boss, I said, I'll tell you what. I said, it's a lot nicer driving truck than a black truck. Not only, you know, shaky and the noises and stuff. He's like, what, do you want a Volvo now? You got all excited. I said, no, still don't want the Volvo. That's just me. I like the older trucks. But I made her back on over here, and he wanted me to do 802. I thought about recording this. I think I'll do one in the future of it, but I did a DOT inspection on this truck, and I really didn't have a lot of time. I really kind of need to do this, and then I have to head down for my next load. So I didn't take the time to do the recording of it, but I did a DOT inspection on the truck, and everything passed, but there is a couple things that need to be addressed. That there's issues that are going to be coming up. I could see some things. The little turbo boots are starting to leak. They've been seeming to leak on these Volvos. Seems like they're all starting to leak about a year and a half, 2 years. Once they're old, they start leaking. And we've replaced them on John's and a couple other trucks. So this one's going to have to be done. And the brakes, the drive brakes in the back, they're probably about like a 30 to 40% right now. So those are going to have to be done. Like I just wrote down that they'll have to be done probably by the end of summer. They're not to the DOT mark yet, so they're fine, but you know, it is what it is. But I thought I would show you guys this. These Volvos are known for their hubs leaking. And guys, we've gone through this with drivers and stuff. And you can see it right here. And you can see how there's oil coming out of there. And we've gone through this with different drivers and what they do. Let me get a screwdriver here quick. And here it is. I was just using it. Oh. Well, come on. There we go. Okay. So we've had drivers that have said that their hubs are leaking and stuff like this because they see this oil. And a lot of times they come in here and what happens is I will look at them and the oil will be all the way up to this little red thing here. The line on this clear glass. That line is the full mark. And that's how much oil. You put in oil till it's that line. You have to leave a gap in here. And what it is those little red plugs that are in there, they got a little tiny hole right in the center of them. And it's kind of closed up and everything. But then when there's high pressure and everything in there, when the wheel gets hot and the oil gets hot, it expands. It has to have someplace to go. Because if it doesn't get out of there, what it's going to do is blow the inner seal. And that's not good. So it has to be able to escape. So it's got this little tiny pinhole that lets it out. Well, if you overfill it and you fill it way up, what happens is it will blow the oil out through the center hole. I don't think this is what was happening in this one because the oil is right to the line. Maybe it was overfilled and it's leaked out and now it's back down to the line again. I'm not really sure. But the thing that I noticed on these Volvos is these plugs leak. And so the boss, he went out and got these plugs. And I'm squeezing this thing really super hard right now. And they're hard as a rock. And the edge of here is hard. And this one here, see, I'm squeezing it and I'm trying to turn it. It does not turn. See, it's starting to move. This doesn't move. But then if I pop it off and I put this one in, see? See how you can turn it? And what's been happening is these things are getting hard. They seem to get hard. Like within a year or so, they get a little hard. And we bought some of these, and these are newer ones, and they're flexible. And you can see how they flex like that. And you popped a new one in there. See, now it doesn't turn, so it's got a real nice seal. I think that's a situation with this. I would like to power wash this out, but the power washer is not running the greatest right at the moment. So I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a note for the driver. The truck is pretty dirty, so I'm guessing he's going to get it washed very soon. And I'm going to tell him just to pop that cap off and have the guys power wash it inside out because our power washer is not running properly. So I can't, I'd have to pull it around the back and everything. So I got everything done on the truck. I did a DOT on it and I greased it and just checked everything over. Wrote down a list of stuff and this truck is ready to go. We are switching over the ELDs, but this one's got the old one in it and it has it on there to switch it. But the boss had made a comment to me. He said, leave that for Tim. I don't know why. I could have done it. I mean, half an hour or whatever, tear a dash part and rip that one out and put a new one in. But boss says I'm supposed to leave it for the other mechanics, so that's what I'm doing. So I'll leave it for him. So there's just a little small tip on it. I didn't really record. I would like to do a recording of a full DOT inspection and what we look at and everything else. But I just don't have the time, like I was saying. So I got this one all done, and this one I'll be pulling out. And I was actually thinking about pulling my truck in here and working on it and stuff, but I think I'm going to roll. I think I'm going to get going. I got places to go, people to see. But now we're going to do this random comment picker. And guys, I'm going to tell you, I already did this. I was going to make a different video. I didn't realize what time it was. And I need to roll and stuff. So I was going to bring my truck in here and wire the 110 stuff on it, but I don't have the time. All right, guys, I am trying to figure this out. I've been messing with this. The comment picker that I always use, it's trying to tell me that the video doesn't exist. I don't know what's going on. But we're going to do a random comment picker to choose 2 winners for a drone. Now, these drones are this, I saw these on Facebook. I know you guys have seen them too. I don't know why I was on Facebook either. I never go on there. But I was on Facebook. It was like last fall. And I was on there, and they always have those ads on there. And you see that stuff, and it's like a scooter, you know, so powerful, goes off-road, everything else, and it's $29 or something. It's like, really, you know? It's like, you know, this stuff is messed up. But I saw this, and what's really funny is I was on the Drunk Carpenter's channel, and I was seeing how many subscribers he has earlier today. And an ad played for this drone. And they were all like, came out of military use and all this stuff, you know? And I ordered these things. I clicked on it, and it said if you order 3 of them, you can get them for $19.95 or something like that. I was like, whatever. And so I just did it. And I got them and stuff, and I actually got them just for this purpose, to give them away. And I ordered these things up, got them in and everything. And when I opened the box, I thought, well, it kind of looks like almost like a DJI drone. You know, in the video, that's what it looked like. And I'm like, looks like a really small one, but it looks like it. And then I turned it over, and I was like, oh, it kind of looks pretty flimsy. I mean, it's a little drone. If you don't have one and stuff, I mean, it can be fun to fly around and stuff. It does have a camera in it, I guess. I believe there's a spot to put an SD card. I don't know. I haven't even looked at this thing. I have not flown them. I have not done anything with them. And so, you know, these are all, it is what it is. I haven't even tested them out. So if you guys would like to win them, I told you guys to put a comment down in a video that I did live after it published, and you'd have a chance to win them. So I tried to go on one of my random comment pickers that I used to work, used to use when I used to do a lot of giveaways and stuff. And for some reason it's saying I can't do it. But I found this one here. I don't know what's up with it. We're going to paste our URL right there. And then we're going to do start raffle and pick random winner. Oh, wait a minute. I think I have to get the YouTube comments. There it is. Amount of comments, 168 comments. And guys, I didn't answer back to any comments on this video. The reason why is because if I do that, my other random picker thing, it would always pick me because I commented the most. Here I actually see I can like filter out duplicate users, you know, so stuff like that. But my other one I couldn't. So here we go. We're gonna start the raffle and pick the random winner. Start. Hey, look! Hey. I did not even plan this one. I said in the video, I was showing my gear and everything, and I was showing my DJI drone. And I talked about the new rules that are in place. I can't really fly it until I go for this license and stuff. And by the way, guys, if you win this, just be careful what the rules are. Look them all up. You know, punch in 2021 drone laws or whatever, and you'll see all this stuff. This one here, I can tell you, is under 250, so you will not have to register this. So you will not have to register this one, and as long as you don't post the videos on a social media, if you can video and stuff, but it's for your personal use. That's called a hobbyist, and you can do that, no problem. There is no laws that stop you from doing that. So the winner, Speedy, because he actually wrote in the comments and he said, I've been actually saving up and looking to buy a drone. Now I'm not so sure. And I was talking about I'm going to do a giveaway, and I said, you might want to wait till the end. And when I put this box up, I said, guess what's in here? Speedy said he was like the first one to comment. It's a drone. So there you go. Speedy, you just won yourself a drone. Congratulations. So I got to write these names down. I'm going to tell you how to get it. But good job there, Speedy. Okay, now we're going to do another one because we have 2 drones. So pick another winner. Boop. Boo. Randy J. His comment was, have a great Memorial Day weekend. So Randy J. There you go. I got to write these names down here. Otherwise, I'll forget it afterwards. And then I got to go back and watch the video to try to remember who won. I've done that in the past. So Randy J and Speedy, you guys are the 2 winners of the 2 drones. So what you're going to need to do to claim these drones is in the video description. If you look down, if you're watching the video, I'm trying to think how this goes on there. It's like down in the left corner. When you're watching a video, it'll be down in the right corner. Sorry about that. I have voice recognition on my new camera. Some things are fancier. And the camera I must have said something about, I can't say the word, but to discontinue taping me. Oh, let's put it that way. I got to watch what I would say. And the camera shut off. If you're watching a video, down on your right corner, there's like a little down arrow. That is a video description. That is where you're going to find a description of what the video is about. And you're going to find like my email addresses and my P.O. box and stuff. I think actually, guys, I'm going to get rid of my P.O. box. I think I'm just going to get rid of it. I appreciate all the gifts and stuff that you guys have sent, and the letters and everything. That's really been cool and everything. But I know that you guys probably want me to keep this stuff. But guys, it's kind of a pain in the butt because I don't get home very much. And sometimes when I do, the post person is like all upset because the box is getting overfilled and stuff. And there's like sometimes big packages in there and stuff. I don't know. And I pay a fee for all that and everything. I just don't really know if I need it or not. I'm kind of thinking about it. I don't know. I'll make my decision. I'll announce it. But anyways, and then there's also any links that I put out there that you might be interested in. And the one link that I always put out there is a link to the Drunk Carpenter, my son-in-law's YouTube channel. And we're trying to get him to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And because YouTube put ads on his videos, but he's not monetized. They're just making the money off. So it's like he's doing all the work. But so we're trying to get him to that 1,000 subscribers so he actually becomes monetized. So the ad revenue goes to him and not just to YouTube. So that's what we're trying to do. And if you guys can help me out, that'd be great. But Randy J and Speedy, what you're going to do is go down in there and you're going to have my email. And you are going to send me an email. And now your email address is not going to be the same as your YouTube name. And what I have to do, because I've had people try to scam me in the past, is you're going to send me an email. I'm going to tell you what to write in a comment in like the next video. It'll be some certain phrase or something like that. And when you write that, that tells me that email is that person on YouTube. And once I have that, you'll be giving me your address and everything else, and I'll ship these drones right out to you guys. And happy flying, and don't like fly into any goose or squirrels or something like that. That's bad. There you go. So once again, congratulations, Speedy and Randy J. So I thought about this. And I was wondering if I should put this at the beginning, should put it at the end, put it in the middle of the video. I decided I'm going to put it at the end. I'm going to make you guys watch the whole video to find out who the winners are. But this here is the Drunk Carpenter. He is my son-in-law.
Well, maybe I can go up the chimney. There's got to be another way.
And I'm going to tell you right now that my daughter and my son-in-law, their acting skills are not very good.
It's got the windows boarded up.
But the reason why I'm showing this right now is in the comments that were on this video, I couldn't answer back to the comments because then that would have put me into the drawing. And I've done it in the past and it always picks me. But the reason why I'm showing this is because one of the comments, I don't remember who it was, said, you fixed up the inside of the house so nice. What about the outside? Yes, I am planning on doing the outside. And I was planning on doing it the last time I was up there. I was planning on kind of getting a start on it. I was kind of do like the back of the house where nobody wouldn't see it all torn apart and everything, and kind of get a start and figure out how I'm going to do it. Then I could judge the materials wisely and stuff for the next trip I do up there. But I've had some issues. Has nothing to do with the house, nothing like that. I've had some issues with the local government. Let's put it up there. And I'm trying to get all that resolved and stuff. It is getting resolved and everything, but it's going to be a thing. And from what I understand, and then I have to get the house assessed. And I'm not going to go and put all this work into this house and fixing up the outside, because when they come to assess the house, you don't have to let them inside the house. And so from the outside of this house, it looks horrible. And the inside was horrible too, but now that's nice. But when they come and assess the house, you don't actually have to let them indoors, let them inside the house. So they just show up and they just walk around, hey, can we come in? Nope. You assess it from out here. And so they walk around and look at the house, see all the rot, all the different colors of the different boards, covering different parts and everything. And now to put my value lower so that it's not assessed so much with taxes. I've had an issue with taxes up there, and it's because I'm an out-of-stater. So what I'm having to do is I'm actually having to switch my driver's license to a Michigan driver's license, just so that I can get in this lower tax bracket. It's a crazy mess, and it makes no sense. The part that's getting me is the taxes are not bad and stuff. What's getting me is they're charging me this huge tax, school tax fee, because I'm an out-of-stater. And that's ridiculous. I plan on living there full time. I mean, really, it is my full-time house. I mean, because when I go home, what do? I park the truck, I load stuff in my pickup truck, and I drive to the UP. I do it every time. I mean, I was saying, I think it was 2 times ago I was home. I stayed home for a whole weekend. I went home and I was at home for like 2 days. I was saying that's the first time I think in about 6 months I've actually been at that house. Otherwise, I never stay there. I'm never there anymore. So the Michigan one really is my residence, but they won't do it because I have a Wisconsin driver's license. And they charge me this crazy school tax, which I'm all in favor of supporting the local schools and everything. But the problem is if you live there, you don't actually pay school tax. Isn't that crazy? And they charge this crazy amount. And guys, I had to pay the taxes for 2020 on the place. And I'm going to tell you that the taxes for that 1 year was almost a quarter of what I paid total for the house. I mean, it's crazy. And so I had lots of discussions with different people and the assessor and everything. And basically I'm like, this makes no sense. Why should I mean, let's say that this is my cabin. Let's say I live in Wisconsin and this is my cabin. And let's say I have 12 kids that go to school. They're of the age that they all go to school. Okay? I have a kid for every grade or something. I don't know. There's not that many, there's 12 grades. So I have a kid that's in every single grade. And this is my cabin. Well, guess what? My kids are not even going to use the school district up here, because if I live in Wisconsin, they're going to be going to school in Wisconsin. So why should I be paying a school tax in Michigan? And her response was, that's it. That's how it is. And I'm like, it's not right. And then I'm like, I talked to all the neighbors and nobody even has ever heard of this tax, because the guy across the street has a very nice house. And a lot of houses up there are not so nice, but he has a very nice house, keeps it very well maintained. He's got like 3 acres of land. And he pays, his taxes for 2020 were 40% what my taxes are. I told him that. I told him how this, and he just looked at me. He's like, "What in the world?" And I told him about the school. He's like, "We don't pay that." And I asked the assessor, I'm like, "If you live up here, you don't even pay for the school. How dumb is this?" And she goes, "Oh yes, we do." And I says, "Well, how is that? Because everybody I talk to doesn't pay this." And she goes, "We pay it through sales tax." And I says, "Okay, guess what? I shop up here too. Whenever I come home, I go grocery shopping. I go and buy supplies for working on this house or whatever. And I pay sales tax. And I pay this. I'm paying it twice." And I said, "So I guess what I should do is go to Walmart, where I just was 2 days prior." I said, I just spent $300 at Walmart grocery shopping. We outfitted a lot of stuff in there. And I said, I spent $300 at Walmart just 2 days ago right here in Houghton. And I said, so I should be able to go back there and say, hey, I want my sales tax back because I'm a Wisconsin resident and I don't have to, I'm tax exempt. And I says, and all the building supplies that I have bought at all these hardware stores around here, all went along as I built this. I should be able to go back there and say, I want all my sales tax back because I'm tax exempt. And she was like, no, you can't do that. It's a ridiculous thing. So the neighbors were very excited when I bought the place. Actually, a neighbor on my left and the one across the street, they actually were going to buy the house. When the price dropped to what it did and I bought it, they were actually thinking, one of them was thinking about buying it. Both of them said the same thing. And they were going to buy it and bulldoze the house just to get rid of it because it's ugly. You know, it's an ugly house. And so they were going to just bulldoze the place just to get their neighborhood looking better. And because, you know, down further straight, there's some junk stuff and everything. But in my area and stuff, the houses are actually very well maintained. And so they were just going to bulldoze it. And when they saw me putting all the work into it, all of my neighbors were like, this is awesome. This place has been such an eyesore. You know, we're really happy somebody's buying it that has the know-how, that wants to do it. He's going to fix this place up decent. And I'm like, yeah. And I kind of told them all about my plans and they were all excited about it. After I dealt with all the stuff, I kind of went to the neighbors and I told them about it. And I said, I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not going to be fixing up the outside of this house. Not until this gets straightened out, because why should I fix it all up beautiful looking and a tax assessor goes, oh, well, now this place is worth this much in your tax. You know, because I guess from what I've understood is if you, the siding and roofing, she says, I talked to this, a retired assessor at the courthouse up there trying to get a building permit. And I talked to her about it. And she told me that siding and roofing will not affect assessment. That is called cosmetic. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So if you have a dumpy house that looks like mine, somebody comes and looks at it and goes, ooh, but then if it's all fixed up and beautiful on the outside, they might go, hey, you know. I mean, so I'm like, whatever. Of course it does. It's the appearance of the place. It's going to make it more valuable. So I'm going to wait until after that because she says it doesn't affect it. So then I can get it assessed, get a value on it that's decent, and then I can reside it, which will probably be next summer. So I'm going to end up having to go through this summer and winter the way it is. A couple of the board patches that are outside, I was talking to Tracy about it. I says we should get some blue paint and just paint over them to kind of match the siding that's there. I mean, it would look somewhat better. It'd be kind of hokey, but, you know, it would be somewhat better. But I don't like all the rot, and it's this it's that old, like, it's almost like a cardboard paper siding stuff, and that's the worst choice for up there with all that snow sitting on it. So there you go. So that's what's going on. I can't answer back in the comments on this video, so thought I'd explain that. Because yeah, it does look pretty horrible on the outside. I did get the front yard pretty good and the side there and stuff, but then in the back of the house, yeah, it's horrible back there too. That's going to be a big job fixing and cleaning all that back up. So I'll get to it. So congratulations once again, Speedy and Randy J. Congratulations. So send me an email and I will give you the comment to type, and then you can give me your address and I'll send them off. So I'm going to let you guys go. I have to head on down to, not Mount Crawford, it's down there though. And I have to run down there and pick up a load that's going to be going to Wisconsin. And I guess I'll be heading back to Wisconsin. I guess I'm not working in a shop, staying out here and stuff. I did do some work on the trucks that I showed you and stuff, but it's time to go. I got to go pick up a load. I got to get back to trucking. And I tell you what, my seat is very nice. I like it a lot. So cool. I don't know why it keeps shutting off on me. It just did it again. I think I got to turn off the voice activation thing. But I'm going to let you guys go. I hope that everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night as they watch this here video. And if you're not, certainly try that all over again tomorrow. We'll see how these mics work. This is that wireless mic. I've tested them and stuff and checked them out, and they seem to be really good. They're just a little box. It's probably going to make noise as I'm touching it. But basically, it's just a little box like this. Has a little clip on it. I don't really have a collar shirt to clip it on. This is definitely going to make some noise. But this is a wind muff, and that just pops off. And right there is the microphone. And I have two of these, so I can actually hook two people up. And then both people will be in the video. So that's pretty cool. So these things, I've tested them and stuff, and they seem to be working really good. So I think they're worth the money. These Rode Wireless Go 2s. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.